So first off, we have to understand, how did we get to rych-Amiri becoming so successful, and why is it that no one gives a fuck that he's successful?
Keep it a buck. Name one rych-Amiri song. Name one. Cause I can't even name one. The most successful rapper nobody cares about. rych-Amiri by Zio. rych-Amiri, I don't listen to him. Personally, I don't like his music like that. Not ass, but it's just not for me. Shit, I ain't hearing nothing about him in a minute, so let's just hear what Bull talking about.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Zio, and we back here with another video. Now, y'all know I love to talk about just the most random artists at times, especially if they come up on my feed or if they're trending in headlines. And in terms of this artist today, this is a guy that I did not expect when reading the headline to see his accomplishment, and that'll be rych-Amiri having over 1 billion streams in the decade of the 2020s. Now, obviously, no one is going to talk about this because who the fuck cares about rych-Amiri? But I wanted to talk about it because I found it so interesting that an artist like rych-Amiri can have over 1 billion streams in total over the decade, yet no one really gives a single fuck about it. And y'all know I love to yap, so I figured, why not yap about some rych-Amiri, especially when no one else is gonna yap about it. I just find it so funny. So first off, we have to understand, how did we get to rych-Amiri becoming so successful, and why is it that no one gives a fuck that he's successful? Now, obviously,
bro, keep it a buck. Name one rych-Amiri song. Name one. Cause I can't even name one. Off the top of my head, I can't name one. Like, I can think of the melody, but I cannot name a single one, bro. And I have not heard anything about this man in probably over a year, bro. Shit, in my opinion, this classifies as a fucking fall off. And plus, wasn't it confirmed like a while ago that he was botting his streams? So there you go right there, bro.
I'm being dramatic.
Oh wait, no, he was a TikTok ass nigga. So that's probably how he got a lot of his shit. Cause a lot of his songs did go crazy on TikTok.
There are fans of rych-Amiri who do care about his success and care about how far he's came in his career, but let's be honest, bruh, no one's talking about this nigga, and neither is anyone trying to hear some rych-Amiri. All right, I'm gonna stop trolling because I ain't gonna lie, even I'll admit I do like some rych-Amiri songs here and there, so let me stop the trolling. Now, to really understand why it is that people don't care about rych-Amiri's ascension through the underground to where he is now, is because one, his rise wasn't tied with any movement. At the time that rych-Amiri blew up, it was around that 2021 to 2022 era of the underground scene, and that's whenever there was a lot of things going on. We still had Slay World, we had Tana and Slump Success, we had a little bit of things going on here, a little bit of things going on there, and whenever it came down to rych-Amiri, if there were ever talks about rych-Amiri, for the most part it was gonna be niggas joking on him. If y'all don't already know now, rych-Amiri was basically the black young Ł of the underground until One Call, and because rych-Amiri wasn't really tied to any specific movement at the time that people were really accepting of, it seemed as if whenever he started gaining traction, it was more of an individual success for him and not really culturally for the underground. Another reason you could say is also the fact that rych-Amiri's sound fits the trends, but it doesn't exactly define them. He makes music that aligns with melodic rage, ambient trap, and internet-friendly flows, but he didn't.
I just gotta say it, that nigga dreads look like fucking ramen noodles. Like, I genuinely like, bro, cause I have nothing to say. I have no opinion about this man. Like, everything he says so far just sounds accurate, bro. Like, he's like one of them niggas that would come up on the radio back in the day, and like, you would just hear it and be like, oh, that's cool, and then never give a fuck about it ever again. Like, honestly.
Invent or read,
and that's not even out of a place of hate. It's just like, it's nothing good about it. Like, it's nothing stand out. Like, he's just there to me anyways. Like,
find any of these lanes, and because of that, the perception around rych-Amiri is that he's good, but he's not doing anything
that's
crazy.
What I'm saying.
In the grand scheme of hip-hop discourse, we've always talked about innovators in the scene over successful adopters. Next thing that I can also think of is the fact that rych-Amiri has like no real controversy or narrative surrounding his name. I will say, before he blew up and during the rise of his blow up, we did have the controversies of, I guess, him getting tickled by his friends as a teenager.
I didn't know about this, but bruh, you saying it again, tickled. You know what? He's a kid. He's a kid. That's the one thing. I'm not even going to rip on him too much about this because he was a kid, but you was sitting there pinned to the ground while 3 white boys tickling you. What the fuck you got going on, gang? The fuck? Pause.
Okay. No. Gabe, you're right. You're like a BMX.
And him slapboxing in a locker room, and I ain't gonna lie, I think if I'm remembering correctly, he was low-key getting slapped around, but
No, this video might just be a humiliation job, but I think I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt here. I'm not even 100% sure about this, but I think they said that this wasn't even him. I'm looking out, bruh. I'm looking out.
Hey, you ain't get fucked with that nigga yet.
How you at?
Oh, it's cool.
Damn! Put your glasses back on.
outside of
Bro,
that,
this shit's just dead as him just getting abused by a fucking white boys game. What the fuck?
there's really nothing to really go off of to give a single fuck about him. Artists get talked about when they have drama, controversy, strong personalities, or just have a clear era that everyone can recognize. And it seems that Rich has decided to stay relatively low drama and keep a consistent image around him. So that just makes him stable, but not headline worthy. That's why you don't really hear anyone talking about ŒRIC or posting about him until it's time for an album, because that's promo. Next, we have streaming success does not equal cultural dominance. Sure, he has over 1 billion streams in the 2020s, but he doesn't really have 1 billion streams in the 2020s. He has the numbers, but he has fewer viral moments, he has fewer people debating, and he has fewer iconic songs that are tied to the internet culture. So it's
And I will say that that is a problem to me in the current state of like music, is that like it's not even about the music anymore. It's about what can you do to stay, basically what can you do to fucking make a headline. What drama are you getting into this week? Just a bunch of weird shit, and I personally don't subscribe to that. I will say that does play a part currently. It's unfortunate, but it does play a part.
really hard for people to put any respect on that 1 billion. Another reason that I could think of that people really don't care is the fact that he skipped the struggle narrative that's typically surrounded with underground artists. A lot of underground and mainstream stories get attention because of the visible grind, dramatic glow up, and the cosigns that these artists get. But for Amiri, his transition into the mainstream was way less documented, and it felt, I guess, more smoother, so it just didn't create any strong storylines that people could latch themselves onto. Another reason as well is the simple fact that the underground has moved very fast since his come up. One thing you gotta understand about underground fans is that they are constantly chasing the high of finding the next artist, so that means they don't celebrate existing artists as much, not as much as new discoveries. So the real messed up thing is the fact that Amiri became too big for the underground to the point that fans stopped claiming him, but at the same time, mainstream fans didn't really buy into him either.
See, he has no real base, and that's a big problem with like them TikTok niggas, gang. Like, he blew up fast off of TikTok with the fast moving pace of the underground. He never really cultivated a fan base. All his momentum just came straight from TikTok. And then the people on TikTok, a big problem with that is, bro, a lot of them niggas just hear a chorus and that's it. Like, we saw the same shit with Steve Lacy. Like, Steve Lacy is a good artist, don't get me wrong, but he blew up off of that TikTok shit, and when he went on tour, he got upset and butthurt because a lot of the niggas that has toured only knew fucking "Baby There's Something in Your Nose" and not a single other word of his damn songs, bro. And I feel like that's an issue, but I mean, shit, I don't even know if there's like a way to fix that. Like, if that's how you choose to come up, that's just the consequence, gang. But I feel like you should put in the work to try to cultivate some type of fan base outside of that shit, bro. Like, give niggas a reason to tap in with you. And then I guess that's where the causing drama and controversy comes into play, or having a strong personality. But shit, those are the chops, bruh.
Just resulted in this weird middle ground that he exists in, where he's not completely underground, but then he's also not completely mainstream. He's like in purgatory. One last thing I can also say, at least for myself, is that he's more consumed than discussed. I already made the point, but his music performs well, but people listen casually, and fewer deep fans have debates or memes or discourse around him, just because he doesn't have that actual cult fan base.
Yup, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Lack of fan base. And then I was even going to say, one of my mans, he's like the only person I know that listens to this nigga. Like, he talking about some, bro, I know, gang, gang, but like, shit, he got some good songs. But like, bro, I'm sorry, but I'm just not about to be listening to music and then casually put on a 쨔ᴜᴜ song. Even if I hear it, 9 times out of 10, I'm switching it, bro. Like, it's just, it has no substance to me, bro. And I don't know if that's maybe you're looking for that, but in my opinion, it's not worth subscribing to if it don't have no substance. You feel me?
It's fair to say that 噚ᴜᴜ for the most part is rap caviar music.
Yeah, that's like exactly like burger music. This nigga is burger music, gang. Co-worker music, burger music. I'm sorry, ֣µᴜ, but that's what the fuck this is, gang.
But they're not really that invested. So the bottom line of ֣µᴜ's success is that he is a case of a successful transition in a musical career without a cultural narrative to really add any oomph to it. He did make it out of the underground and he did build a real audience in terms of his own fan base, but he didn't define a wave, create controversy, or generate any iconic moments that people can argue about, talk about, and always associate with him. So because of that, people tend to ignore him because they don't feel compelled to even talk about him or acknowledge his existence, which is exactly why he can be one of the youngest artists in the 2020s to achieve 1 billion streams, yet no one gives a single damn. And I know that's really a harsh narrative to say. I at least am gonna say I'm proud of an artist for achieving 1 billion streams because
no, I mean, yeah, that is an accomplishment, bro. I'll say that definitely is an accomplishment. So I'm not going to take that away from him. So good job for that. But outside of that, like, what now, bro? What now? What are you about to do? Like, what's your goal? Like, what you about to work on an album for your fans where you go back to your old sound or you evolve your old sound? You don't have that, gang. Like, all you got is that and nothing else. Like, I'm pretty sure you got that, but you're not getting that much money from it. Because even a lot of rappers say the main way they get bread is not directly through streams. Like, it's like a good way of passive income, but other than that, you don't really got much going on, bro. Like, you're not really going to be getting booked for shows like that because you're not relevant. Niggas at fucking festivals and shit now, they're booking for relevance. They don't care that you got 1 billion streams. Like, you don't have a fan base that's demanding for you, bro. So good job. Like I said, good job, because not everybody can do that. But I don't know if we're going to be having the same conversation. I don't even think I'm gonna be remembering you in 2 to 3 years from now, bro. I'm gonna keep it all but if I do, it's gonna be remember and I'm like, oh yeah, like you were a passing thought. That sounded mad disrespectful, but it wasn't meant to be disrespectful.
It's not easy. I also would say ֣µᴜ did have himself a run in, I believe, 2023, where he was going single after single after single, dropping a bop after bop after bop, where he was trending on TikTok with each song. So I can't lie and say that he never had a moment. It's just he never had a moment that stuck with him, and he hasn't created one since blowing up. And I find it interesting to see where he goes after this decade is over, because I find it very hard to believe that he'll be achieving another 1 billion streams for the 2030s. What's going on, y'all? Before the video ended, I wanted to quickly thank y'all for watching all the way through. If you did, I want to thank you for subscribing, liking, joining the community. We almost at 20K, and I know this was a not different video. I know, like I've been saying in the video, no one is really giving a fuck about 𝗏ᴜᴜ, but I felt like this was a very interesting topic to speak on, especially because doing the research, I completely forgot 𝗏ᴜᴜ was a ŁXL freshman. I went and checked, and this nigga has interviewed.
True, I did remember that earlier in the vid, but then forgot just as quickly. But and in my opinion, the ŁXL freshman, that shit don't even mean shit anymore, gang. Like, a lot of them niggas that be having on there, like, they used to fucking be showing who was the next to actually lead shit. I think a lot of the people that's on there now place because their labels are just buying them in. They didn't have the same impact as like the list had in like 2017 and before. I'm gonna say that.
Views with damn near every,
like, I'm pretty sure when this list comes out for this year, I'm not about to know a single person on it. And then the people that do be deserving to be on there just get overlooked or they decline because the shit is lame now, bro.
Hip-hop publication that you could think of, and it's like, how do you have everything going for you yet nothing is sticking? It's like throwing shit at a wall with his career, yet nothing has stuck outside of one call. So ₦ᴜᴜ is someone that I find very interesting as an artist, especially in this scene, but I would love to know what y'all think personally.
He sped up this video. I'm sorry, I just had to call that shit out.
Are you listening to ₦ᴜᴜ? Are you not listening to ₦ᴜᴜ? Did I just unlock some memories for you even talking about ₦ᴜᴜ? Like, let me know what how y'all feeling about this, and let me know if I should keep talking about some more artists that you probably haven't heard of in a bit, or just artists that are fucking, you know, on the downward spiral, whatever, you feel me? But I'm gonna see you on the next video. Y'all know I got another
W video, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna hit that subscribe too, because I feel like you went about talking about this shit in a good way. But yeah, bro, I pretty much said it all. You ain't got no really no substance like that. You ain't got no, never heard of him to be. But yeah, bro, you don't got any longevity. Amiri, I'm not gonna lie, he was being generous by saying 2030. I doubt we're gonna even be thinking about you in 2027. I'm gonna just keep it above. W video, bro.
Get 'em going, coughing up the slide.